See this diff? Hundreds of lines of nasty complexity gone. Swap for a few simple lines, my AI bot now skims hundreds of documents in milliseconds. Meet Convex's new RAG component. In this video, I'll show you how to drop it into your project and upgrade your AI search without writing hardly any code. So in the next few minutes, you'll learn to ingest docs with just one action, run vector-based search with a relevance threshold, and wire it into any agent or tool. All right, so stick around and make sure you like and subscribe, as deleting code has never felt this good. Okay, first up, I'm going to assume you have a Convex project running. If not, check out the Convex docs to how to get started here. Now let's install our agent component with npm install @convexdev/rag. Oh, and by the way, if you aren't familiar with Convex components yet, they're basically like small Convex apps that live inside your app but are sandboxed so that they can't interfere with your tables or functions. Anyway, so once you've installed the component, you can go ahead and tell Convex you want to use it by creating a convex.config.ts file in your Convex directory and put something in it like this. Here we define an app and tell it to use our RAG component. And once we've done that, we can go ahead and create an instance of the RAG class like this. So here we create an instance of the RAG object, and we're going to tell it what model we want to use for the embeddings. And if you aren't familiar with embeddings, they're kind of like really compressed searchable representation of some text. So you can create one of these embeddings and then use AI to find something that's similar in meaning rather than literal text matching in your given text. So in this case, we're going to be using the OpenAI text embedding 3 model here, which has 1,536 dimensions, but you could use any model that the AI SDK supports. And you can see a list of those supported models on the AI SDK docs page. And don't forget just at this point that you need to set the appropriate API key in your Convex environment variables if you want any of this to work. Okay, so now we have a component set up, we need to go ahead and insert some documents so then we can later search over them. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use my blog post as the thing we're going to search over, but it doesn't have to be this, it could be any source of text you like. So as you can see here, inside of this action, we're calling the rag.add function, which has a number of parameters. The first is going to be the namespace for this entry. And namespace is really useful for segmenting your documents, like by some category, for example, user. But in this case, all the documents belong to one user, me, the blog post author, so I'm just going to use a constant value here. Next up is the title of the blog post and the key that we want to use to identify it later. In this case, I'm using the slug, which is basically the ID of the blog post. Then we have the content hash and the text of the post itself. The title, key, and content hash are optional, but if you provide them, they're used to check if the document has changed if you were to call this function again. If it hasn't changed, then it won't do anything. Otherwise, it will update the entry for you. All right, enough waffle. Let's take this bad boy for a spin by opening up the Convex dashboard, navigating to the Functions tab, selecting our function, and entering some arguments. And huzzah! It works! And if we want to have a look at the Data tab, we can select the RAG component for the drop-down here and see all the tables belonging to the component. So here we have the entries, which is our blog posts. We have our hash, our key, title, etc. Then we have the chunks and the contents table. Actually, we'll just pause here because this is something that's probably important to talk about. Earlier, I mentioned that you can think of embeddings as a compressed representation of a blog post. Well, because a blog post can be quite long, we might not be able to represent all of the concepts within the post within a single embedding array. Thus, we need to break the blog post down into separate chunks where each chunk has its own embedding. So naturally, how you choose how big or small these chunks are going to be is up to you and depends on the kind of text you are putting into the RAG component. I'll leave some resources down below though to help you choose the length of your chunks. But if we just hop back into the code for a second, you'll see that I haven't chosen to supply my own chunks array here. And instead, I've opted just to let the component itself use its own default chunking algorithm for me. So then if we now have a look at the data in the dashboard again, we can see that there are a number of chunks here, which each have an embedding and a reference to a row in the content table here. By the way, this is a minor Convex tip, but you can split your data up into separate tables like this, which will reduce the bandwidth that's read when you're performing queries on Convex tables. This keeps things nice and efficient and costs down. Right, anyway, speaking of search, I think it's now time to implement some search. So let's hop back into the code and create our RAG search function. All right, so this should be pretty self-explanatory. We use the RAG component to search into our blog post namespace with the query that we pass in as an argument. And if we pop open the dashboard again and we click our search function, we can enter a query like AI and education, and we should very quickly see our search results. And we can see in the output here that the RAG component is going to give us a list of entries that match, including some of the text from the document. And then a little bit lower down, we're also going to get this array here, which contains all the chunks that were actually matched and an associated relevance score, which is super cool because you can actually pass in a vector score threshold here so that if any chunk is less than this score, then it will be excluded from the search. Now, there are a bunch of other parameters that we can add to the search here, such as filters, but this video could get too long if I went to all of those. So do check out the excellent documentation if you're looking for more control and option. Okay, so I think the final piece of the puzzle here is to integrate it into the Convex agent component. If you aren't familiar with the agent component, then check out this video that I did recently on it. So the integration is pretty simple, to be honest. This is how I've done it for MikeBot, which is the AI agent that runs on my blog. I've just created a tool that the agent can use to call our action. The final piece of the puzzle for me is to write a little script that's going to insert all 600 plus of my blog posts into the RAG component. I won't go into all the details here. Feel free to check out the source code for my blog, which I've linked down below. All right, so let's try this out now. So if I pop open my blog and ask MikeBot, what has Mike written about around AI and education? We can see that the agent is going to use our search blog post tool, which is then going to call into the RAG component and return a nicely formatted message with a couple of links to posts. Super duper nice. All right, well, that's about it for this video. There's so much more I could have covered here about the component, so I strongly encourage you to check out the documentation for all the details. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would love it if you could leave me a like and a sub. And if you have any questions, please do leave me a message down below. I read every single one. Until next time, thanks for watching. Cheerio.